everyone, it's Tammy and it's time to do my decorating in my personal journal. So this is just something that I do so that I will write down something positive every day. At least I try to make it positive every day. And the decorations are honestly just to keep me excited about it. It's obviously not something that you have to do, and I don't like pre-plan too much. I just pick out some extra stickers that I had in my stash, usually from a different kit that I've done either this week or the last couple of weeks anyway, and some washi that I like, and I go for it. Or sometimes it's stickers that I have in a set that I really liked, or just whatever. It gives me a nice opportunity to decorate or use things that I don't always use in my main planner. Yikes, I stuck that down way too far over. So this is the 23rd, and this is Thanksgiving Day, and it has the little note there that says Thanksgiving Day. It's also my anniversary. So I'm going to put extra washi on that day. So I don't know if I've told you guys the story of how Dennis and I ended up picking out that date to get married, but we got engaged in October, and October of 2013. Yeah, this is going to be our 4th year, and we were trying to decide where we wanted it and when we wanted it and all of that good stuff. And we have both been married once before, and we had the big wedding and all of that. And I was saying I didn't really want a big wedding, but I wanted something where my kids could be there, and if there was family that we wanted to invite, that would be fine, but we wanted to keep it little and small and not have too many people. And so we were thinking of this place that's close to here. It's called Brown County, and it's really a cool place, and we thought, well, that might be fun to have it there. So we actually called, and we found a place that we liked, and we looked on the internet, and we did all this research and stuff, and there were several places that we ended up liking, but there was one in particular that we liked. And then we even thought that we could have our reception either at a place where we got married, which was an option, or we could have it at the state park, because there's a beautiful state park there. And there's only we're thinking less than 20 of us, and we could have it at the state park, and we could make some of our favorite foods and rent like the cabin or whatever that was there. So we were trying to decide all this stuff, and I was feeling a little pressure, and I had told a couple of my friends about what we were planning and all of that, and one of my friends was asking about who was invited and being invited, and I just remember telling Dennis that, gosh, this is going to be stressful, because I didn't really want to invite all my friends. That wasn't something that I necessarily wanted to do. It wasn't like I wanted a huge big wedding. I'd already had the wedding, and I just wanted to get married, and I just wanted to have, just a small little wedding, and I didn't want to feel bad that I didn't invite everybody, and I just wanted it to be easy for everyone. But especially, I wanted it to be the way we wanted it. I mean, it's our wedding day, And we had already discussed that neither one of us really wanted anything that was too big. So we were talking about it, and I'm a big planner, as you guys know, and an organizer, so I have all of this stuff that I was working on and trying to make sure I had done, and was making out this calendar, and I was getting kind of stressed about it, and another friend had called, or I had talked to her, I don't know if it was a phone call or text message or whatever, and we were talking about it, and she was saying that, well, you need to invite this person and that person, and I was like, girl, that's just not going to happen. I just don't want to do that. And then Dennis was talking to, I don't remember who, but I think he had talked to some of his relatives, and every time we talked to people, there were more people that were expected to be invited, I guess is the way to say it. And we were just not feeling it. Like I said, we just did not want that big wedding. We didn't want people to have to buy presents or feel like they had to buy presents, because they certainly didn't have to. We were grown-ups. We knew, we knew what we were doing. We've been here before. We've had our house, he's had a house. I've had a house. This isn't, we don't need anything. We don't want people to feel like they had to buy anything, and then we didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings by not inviting them. And it's not like we have a ton of friends anyway. And I get that people just want to celebrate with you, and I understand that, but that's just not what we wanted. So I remember we were upstairs in my bedroom, and we were talking and trying to decide, and I was planning and trying to figure out like what kind of dress we'd wear, and Katie was going to be in the wedding. Alex was going to be in the wedding. Dennis was talking with his kids to see what was going to work with them. And I don't remember exactly why he said this, but he was like, you know what, we should just get married. Let's just get married. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said, let's see if there is a Christian person that can just marry us, and let's just get married this weekend and just forget about it. And I was like, what? Are you serious? And he was like, yeah, let's just do it. And I'm like, are you? Wow, okay. And I am so not spontaneous. So that kind of, and he's really not either. But yeah, it kind of took me by surprise. But I'm like, okay. So we started looking that night to see if there was somebody that could marry us, and we found somebody, and I sent her an email that evening. And the next day she said that she was open on Saturday, and anytime we wanted was fine. So this was on a Wednesday, and we were talking about Saturday. And so immediately I talked to my kids, I tell them, and that's what happened. We went and got married on the Saturday, and the person that married us was a really sweet woman who did weddings at her home. And she had a room kind of set up that she had pictures, and we wore jeans and sweaters. I think Dennis wore a blazer. He did. He wore like a suit jacket and a shirt, and I wore a sweater and a turtleneck, and my kids just wore whatever they came in. And then my dear friend from work, her name is Lynn. She is like a mother to me. She came. And that was it. That was the whole party. And then afterward, we went to the Olive Garden and we had dinner. And then Dennis and I ended up going to Brown County, the place that we were thinking of getting married. And we stayed in a bed and breakfast. So it was really nice, and it was really fast, but it was simple. It was what we wanted, because then we just said, you know what, we're already married. We're not going to do it again. And, people understood. And I think people get it, but people like weddings, and I can't blame them, because I kind of like weddings too. But it was nice. So there's my story, and yeah, the 23rd is our anniversary, so that will be a fun day to write some happy memories in, because we're also going to my best friend Linda's house for Thanksgiving dinner. So I know it's going to be a great day all the way around. Celebrate with family and friends. So thank you so very much for watching, and I hope that you guys have a very nice Thanksgiving. And I am thankful for each and every one of you. I absolutely appreciate you, and I wouldn't even be on this channel if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you, honestly, sincerely, and gratefully. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And happy Thanksgiving.